Lancy, I'm ghetto and I'm fancy. Yo, yo, so look, I wanted to do a video. I've been thinking about this video for a minute, and people are wondering, well, what's the appeal of Sexy Red? And this is my series. My series is gonna be called The Appeal. And this episode, I'm gonna do the appeal of Sexy Red. Everybody wondering, what's it with Sexy Red? Why everybody fuck with her? Why everybody like her? See, the thing is, I'm gonna name some things and I'm gonna explain why Sexy Red is so popping and why guys, if you notice, a lot of guys like Sexy Red. And let me tell you the reason why people like Sexy Red is elevating over certain artists. Like, I don't want to name, well, I'm going to name them. Artists like Glorilla or Meg The Stallion. Certain artists like that, they don't have that male appeal. They can't get a male audience like people like Sexy Red. I feel like Glorilla can a little bit, but people like Sexy Red and Ice Spice, they've learned how to gather not just a female audience, but a male audience also. And I'm going to explain why in this video. I think, a lot of females, they come out and say they're the female Gucci Mane. I think she embodies that female rapper, like that badass persona, like the female version of people like Gucci Mane or Kodak or Boosie or Ti. I feel like she's one of the first females to embody that real ghetto hood culture that so many artists they live, I don't want to say, well, basically they live off of their persona. She embodies it more than a lot of other female artists. And that's why I think she really elevates also. She's very authentic. You know, I do think she plays into a lot of the stereotypes and characters and shit, but for the most part, you can tell she has a very private life, but she's very authentic with her music and how she comes out. It's raunchy, yet it's very real, and that's why a lot of people like Sexy Red. Her lyrics are very catchy. Her don't get me started on her accent. That St. Louis accent when she comes into a song, she has a very catchy voice. Like the way she says certain things, I feel like it's really catchy, and that's why a lot of people like her. I actually checked out her tape. It came out in June, and I was telling my homeboys, yeah, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, because if you listen to that tape, she literally has like four really really good songs. Like, she might be on her little mini Fetty Wap era, because that Hellcat SRTs, Ski Yeet, Looking for the Hose, and Pound Town too. Those songs are buzzing like crazy. Not to mention she has some features that are buzzing all over TikTok and all over Instagram and stuff. So yeah, Sexy Red, she's really out there. I feel like she has a formula that works. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work forever, but right now she has a formula that's working. The authentic, raunchy hood ghetto persona, it's really working. One thing that she has over certain artists that are very, like, raunchy in that way, they kind of shade and shit on regular men. And I feel like with Sexy Red, she shouts out regular guys. She looking for the hood. We singing on the dreadheads. It's kind of like the first time I've seen an artist embrace their male groupies. Her and Ice Spice, they have a very good way of giving their male groupies and men that are attracted to them attention. And I feel like certain artists, if you listen to people like Meg The Stallion or maybe like Sweetie sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, Sweetie one time she was flirting with one of her somebody in the crowd. But for the most part, they always talking about how they want eight figure guys, and they're not talking to you unless you're getting a Birkin bag. People like Sexy Red and Ice Spice, they kind of in Glorilla. I would give put her in that category. I feel like they kind of talk to regular guys. They don't try to diminish or look down on regular guys. They look seem like they enjoy both their male and female audience just the same. And a lot of female artists, if they want to blow, they're gonna have to learn how to cater to both sides. Drake learned it. A lot of artists, in order to become that, elevate to that high pop star status, you have to elevate to basically everyone in certain ways. You got to have music where if you can put it on a setting, everyone in the setting can enjoy it. Be honest, if you put Sexy Red on in the club, the so bro, she's really popping right now, and I feel like her sound is just very, it's very, what's the word? It's very uh it's appealing. It's very appealing to the mainstream audience, if that makes, not the mainstream audience, but the hood, the culture where it matters, because sometimes there's that mainstream popularity and that culture mainstream, if you know what I'm talking about. Like for instance, there's certain artists that buzz that have that, like who can I name? For instance, like Lil Tyler, right? Tyler has that culture mainstream buzz, but he don't have that mainstream appeal yet. But in that hood, like in the culture, the hood culture, the, I want to say not the people that matters, but let's be real, the people that matters, he has that buzz, and I feel like that's the same with Sexy Red. And if I'm being honest, she's not the best rapper. I've been trying to avoid saying that she's not the best rapper. She has some very trash songs, if I'm being completely honest. But the songs that stick, they do stick. Also, I wanted to talk about Sexy Red beats a little bit. I wanted to go on a little tangent. She has some great fucking beats. That's another thing that she elevates from. A lot of artists don't. Well, some artists do. But this day and age, if you don't have a good beat, you're not gonna pop. And Sexy Red has a nice ear for beats. The beats she pick are very masculine. She picks those beats similar to Waka Flocka or Gucci Mane, 21 Savage, those very crunk turnt beats. And a lot of female rappers, unless they're getting feature on it, they're not choosing those beats. They may do a freestyle or something on those type of beats, but she's directly picking those beats. So when guys hear those beats, they're gonna want to jump, get crunk, and turn. She has a great selection for beats. If she keeps it up, she's gonna elevate more. Artists like this, they come and go, if I'm being honest. And I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She might pop off. She might be the next Nicki. Who knows? But she has to polish her sound and learn to talk about more things other than sex and stuff. She's boxing herself too much into that sex round, but her name is Sexy Red. I can tell she's been traumatized by a lot of things that happened to her in the past. And I don't want to get into all of that, but for the most part, I think Sexy Red, she's very authentic, and the culture likes her, how authentic she is. She's embracing everybody. I think her tape was a really good tape, and she really made the songs of the summer. She was the it girl of the summer, of this summer, if we're being honest. And I don't know where her career is gonna go from here, but only God knows. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do a quick video on the appeal of Sexy Red. Let me know if I forgot anything or anything you guys think about that gives you an appeal to Sexy Red, because I think it's really interesting how certain artists, people just don't understand why this artist is blowing up. And And me, I'm the type of person where I pay attention to certain things, and I notice that certain things can be clear as day is because they know how to market to everyone. And when artists learn that, they can go to the moon. I'm out of here, man. Y'all, I'll see y'all in the comments. Like and subscribe. Please, I'm gonna drop more videos. Just stay tuned.